Hello!
Alrighty, friends, we are getting really close to the release of Star Wars The Force Awakens. Within the next 24 to 48 hours, people all over the world will have already have seen it. So, I really wanted to get some of these Force Awakens reviews out of the way. As I said in one of my other reviews, it's nice to do them in the dark and also don't have to worry about spoilers. So, I'm just going to go over some of the Force Awakens stuff that I've picked up. And in this video, we are looking at Captain Phasma, one of the 6-inch Star Wars Black figures. Now, you guys know I'm a huge Star Wars Black guy. All these 6-inch figures I think are tremendous. So I'm really excited to crack open Captain Phasma. But let's take a look at her packaging first, of course. So Captain Phasma, she's the big bad guy, or one of the big bad guys in the new film, Bad Gals. Packaging is what we've seen from Star Wars, The Force Awakens Black Series ever since Force Friday. Got a wonderful line drawing here. You can just see the metallic sheen of the helmet represented in this line drawing. I just really like it. Captain Phasma. This is number 6. And let's take a look at what the text says. Clad in distinctive metallic armor, Captain Phasma commands the First Order's Legion of Troopers. And I have to say, she's definitely one of the standout characters from the new trailer, as well as the teasers. She just looks fantastic. So I wonder what she's going to look like in action figure form. So let's get her out of the package and take a look at her. And here we go. Here is our 6-inch Captain Phasma. And how awesome is she? There's a nice metallic paint job. It's obviously not super gloss, but there's a really nice metallic paint job. She's really shiny. Just look at how she catches the light. Wonderful, wonderful looking figure. Fantastic sculpt. You can see typical Star Wars Black articulation. Just a lot of movement. Swiveling. We've got a lot of torso movement. The arms, just superposable figure. Little rocker joints on the ankles. Just a lot of great poses you'll be able to get her in. Interesting to note that they went with a hard rubber cape. So we've seen the hard rubber cape on a couple of figures in the 6-inch series, particularly I think Darth Maul had one. But we've also seen a lot of cloth capes done really, really well, including Darth Vader and Kylo Ren, which I'll be giving you guys a look at here very, very soon. But I think that for it to hang the way they wanted it to, they had to go with a rubber cape on this one, a plastic cape, whatever. But I don't think it detracts from the figure. I do like how the regal way that, oh, she fell down. The regal way that it hangs on her body. I think she just looks fantastic. Just looks absolutely in command. So a fantastic looking figure. I can't wait to see her in action. She does come with a Stormtrooper blaster, or First Order Trooper blaster. It's a different color, obviously. The original ones were black and white. This one is another version of silver. Nowhere near the same color. This is more of a green silver. But she can obviously hold it. She's got a trigger finger ready to go. So it just slots in her hand like that. And then something that I don't think I caught when I did my First Order Stormtrooper is that it can peg in right here on her hip. So it's got great storage for the blaster. So in talking about the First Order Stormtrooper, let's just take a look at them side by side. So what's interesting here is obviously Captain Phasma is much, much bigger. Just really dwarfs this standard First Order Trooper. But despite that, there's a lot of similarities in these two figures, almost as if they took, in some ways, the molds and just made them larger. I mean, obviously the helmets are much different. She's got this kind of stylized lines down as opposed to having the smooth helmet. But you can kind of see a lot of the similarities in the chest plate, the shoulder pads, elbows, everything, even in the arms. You can see that she's just, in a lot of ways, a larger version of this standard First Order Stormtrooper, which, you know, in some ways you could say that that seems like they cut some corners, but I really don't think so. I mean, if that's how the costume looks, that's how the costume looks. But more importantly, I really like it being a subtle variation on the standard uniform. And I mean, if you can call being chrome subtle. And then you can see here's a good shot at the back with that same reminiscent indentation from the original Stormtroopers, from the original films, the canister. So that's it. Just a cool looking figure. This is one of the last ones. This is actually the last one I picked up. Mostly because I had kind of had Captain Phasma overload. It seems like everybody was kind of talking about Phasma. And originally, I thought the costume was great. I just didn't see anything that different about her. But now that I see her side by side with a more standard First Order Trooper, she was totally worth picking up. I think she's great. I don't know if I'm going to be one of those crazy Captain Phasma collectors or not. I guess it's going to depend on how awesome she is, or diabolical she is in the new movie. So, which is very soon upon us. So that's Captain Phasma, another figure in the 6-inch, although she's more 7-inch almost. Star Wars Black Line. So thanks for watching Fourth Guy in Line. Look forward to some more reviews coming down the pike. We're going to have a kind of a blitz between now and the end of the year, just trying to get through some of the stuff that's been piling up. So not just Star Wars stuff. So we will have a lot of different things to look at in the coming week or two. So that's it. Captain Phasma. Thanks, guys.